Good afternoon, I'm Alyssa Lugano, and this is Seneca Someone. Today I'm joined by Glenn Heshka, a television professor here at Seneca College. Glenn, how are you today?
Doing very well. And yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Glenn, how did you become a teacher at Seneca?
It kind of goes way back to my college year, which is when I was involved in cable television in Gravenhurst. Grew up there, was involved in it, and I always enjoyed that type of business, but I also enjoyed working with people. So the teaching aspect was a thought back then. It just takes some time to get there.
How much has the industry changed since you first started working in Gravenhurst?
It's changed a lot, and the fascinating thing is what makes the job interesting is that it changes weekly. So we went from a very small, crappy camera recording mostly on old VHS, which you may not even remember, and now we're putting things on solid-state cards. It's a tremendous change. It makes the job fascinating.
You're also involved with Left of Center Productions and Hawk Rock Media. Now, when I was reading online about Hawk Rock Media, it said that you guys use documentaries and TV series to make an impact on society. Can you tell me about that?
Hawk Rock Media is my own company. Left of Center was one that I was in partnership with some other people back early 2000. The goal has always been to make useful videos that in some way impact society and hopefully a positive way. And I try to look for projects that do that. The neat thing is now that I'm teaching, I'm working with students, I'm able to encourage them to seek out projects that also can have a beneficial thing to society. My top TV students work on a video for the TTC on their crisis link phone system. Whereas you would convince a suicidal person on a subway, instead of jumping, maybe pick up a phone and talk to someone. So that little bit of that impact can sometimes make a difference. I've also worked with some stuff out in Scarborough East, dealing with the Community Living Association and trying to work with them and people that they work with to better the situation out there.
What has been the most exciting project that you have worked on through your years of experience in this industry?
There's been plenty of projects. Meeting some interesting people has always been it. I did an interview once with Judd Nelson, who's with the Breakfast Club, and he was cool. We're talking to him, and I think he was really hoping to hit on the host of the show that was working with me, and I was pinning the microphone. I put the microphone on her, then I was putting the microphone on him, and I made this joke. I says, "If you're really nice, I'll let you take the microphone off her." He looks at me and he gave the little Judd Nelson eyebrow raise. I looked at him and I started laughing. He was just so cool and so easygoing, and he was just great. And then we did a number of interviews along that line. So tons of fun.
Okay, so that was your more exciting project. What about one where you thought, this isn't going right? What do I do?
Nicaragua or El Salvador, and I was in some children's refugee camps. And to try and shoot shots of children that still have a little bit of blood dripping down them, that look like crap, that are in torn clothes from a mudslide that killed most of their family, and to shoot that, yeah, that was challenging, and it's a memory that'll always be in. But you got to do it. That's the job, and I love that just as much as I love the humor in it.
That's this edition of Seneca Someone. Thank you very much for joining us, Glenn.
Thank you.
I'm Alyssa Lugano. Say News.